Hello friends, you are watching Learning Horizon. In the last lecture, we have discussed about the linear equations in two variables. But in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the pair of linear equations in two variables, which is the chapter 3rd of class 10th NCERT. So let's recall the representation of linear equations. That was ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is the representation of a linear equation. Now, if I am talking about the pair of linear equation, then I will write it as a1x, b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. For another equation, I have to write a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So, these are the equations, the pair of linear equations in two variables. Why two variables? Because we have x and y as variables. So here is the question. The cost of 2 kg of apples and 1 kg of grapes on a day was found to be rupees 160. 2 kg of apples plus 1 kg of grapes. The total cost is rupees 160. And after a month, the cost of 4 kg of apples and 2 kg of grapes is rupees 300. So, here we are given with the two situations. So, let the cost of 1 kg of apples is equal to rupees x. Similarly, the cost of 1 kg of grapes, that is equal to rupees y. Now, we are given with 2 kg of apples. If the cost of 1 kg of apple is rupees x, then 2 kg of apples will be cost to, that is 2x, according to question. Clear? Plus, we have 1 kg of grapes and 1 kg of grapes have cost equal to rupees y. So 2x plus y, that is the total cost, that is equal to rupees 160. Now next is, after a month, the cost of 4 kg of apple. So 1 kg of apple have cost rupees x. Now 4 kg of apples will cost rupees 4 into x. We have 2 kg of grapes. So 1 kg of grapes is rupees y, and for 2 kg we have to write 2y. That would be equal to rupees 300. So these are the equations. This is the algebraical representation. If we represent the situation in the form of equations, that is called the algebraic representation. Now, if we want to represent this as geometrically, or you can say graphically, then how we will represent that we have studied in the last video, or you can say that is the concept of class 9. What we have to do is first make the table for this by letting the value of 1, that suppose let x is equals to 1. For this, find the value of y. Let x is equals to 10, then find the value of y. For at least 3 values you need. Then make the table, then draw the graph. You have one line. Now similarly for the next equation, we can draw the table. We can have the graph. On the same graph paper, you have to draw for the both lines if you have to represent the situations graphically or geometrically. We know that lines can be of various types. The two pair of lines can be intersecting. The two pair of lines can be coincident, or they can be parallel. Now, there are some conditions by which we will come to know that what type of line they are and what type of solutions they would have. So, there is the first situation. Consider these two pair of lines, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and another is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Now if we have A1 upon A2 not equal to B1 upon B2, then that line is intersecting. These two that two lines would be intersecting. Now, and they have, if two lines are cutting each other, they cut at some point, then they have exactly one solution. They have exactly one solution, or you can say unique solution. So they have unique solution. Now, second condition is, if A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 but not, equal to C1 upon C2. All are equal. A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2. Then that type of lines are called coincident lines. And they have infinitely many solutions. Clear? Now next is third condition, that is, if A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 but not equal to C1 upon C2, then that type of lines are called parallel lines. And they have no solution, because parallel lines never meet each other, so they would have no solution. For intersecting lines, we represent like this. These are the intersecting lines. They have one solution. Coincident line means over the one line there is another line. Means this is the first line and over that only we have another line. These are called the coincident lines. They coincident each other. So they have a number of solutions. This is the first solution, suppose second, third, fourth. There are number of solutions. Now for the parallel lines, we know parallel lines are of this type or this type, and they have no solution because they never meet each other. Clear? So these are the various types of lines and types of solutions. This is the very important concept. Always remember this. Also, I want to mention here something, that these first two types are known as consistent type. Means these two pair of lines are the consistent and this is the inconsistent. Why inconsistent? Because it have no solution. These two pair have no solution, so they are known as inconsistent lines. Inconsistent lines. And these two types are known as consistent. So these two are consistent, this is inconsistent. Now let's practice the type of questions we have in the exams. So here we have the pair of linear equations. So now we have to tell whether these pair of linear equations are intersecting or they are parallel or they are coincident. We have to tell. So firstly we have to compare it with the standard equations. What are the standard equations? A1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. And another was a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So by comparing with them, we have a1 is equal to 5, b1 is equal to -4 and c1 is equals to 8. And a2 is equal to 7, b2 is equals to 6 and c2 is equal to -9. So now find the ratios. A1 upon A2, that is 5 upon 7. b1 upon b2, that is minus 4 upon 6, and on simplifying we get minus 2 upon 3. Next we need not to find y, because a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. We can see here. So they are not equal. So first type of condition is this. First type of condition was intersecting line. Here a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. So which type of lines would they have? These are intersecting lines. These are intersecting lines. So which type of solution they will have? They have unique solution. They have unique solution. And these are consistent. Because they have solution, so these are known as consistent pair of lines, because they have a unique solution. Clear? Let's practice another question. So here is the next question. In this we have 4 upon 3x plus 2y is equals to 8 and 2x plus 3y is equals to 12. Now again compare a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2. So here I have written a1 is equals to 4 upon 3, b1 is equals to 2 and c1 is equals to minus 8. Why minus 8? Because we have to shift this a to the left side. Now similarly we have a2, b2 and c2. So again find this ratios a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2, c1 upon c2. Now after finding the ratio, we have seen that these all three are equal. 2 by 3, 2 by 3 and 2 by 3. So all are equal. Then which type of lines they are? They are coincident lines. Clear? The pair of linear equations are coincident lines. Infinite, and they have infinitely many solutions. They have infinitely many solutions. So they are consistent. Now let's start with the next question. That is to draw the graph of the equation x minus y plus 1 is equals to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. Determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the x-axis and shade the triangle region. So first we have to draw the graph for these two pair of lines. These are x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 and next is 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equals to 0. So how to draw the graph is first make the table. And how to make the table? After finding the solution. So to find the solution we have to let the value of one of the variable and then have to find the value of another variable. So firstly I have let y is equals to 0. Put that in the equation and then find the corresponding variable, that is x is equals to minus 1. Clear? 0 minus 1 is minus 1. This is the first solution. Put in the table minus 1 and y is 0. So then again let x is equals to 0. Then we have y is equals to 1 on putting in the equation. So this is the next solution 0 comma 1. So fit it in the table. So next is x is equals to 2. Then put this in the equation. We have y is equals to 3. So this is the another solution 2 comma 3. Again put it in the table. So here we have our table for the first equation. 3 values are sufficient for a equation for drawing a line, and always try to let y is equals to 0 at one solution and for another solution let x is equals to 0. Clear? Now similarly we will make the table for the next equation, and after solving we have this x is equals to 4 and y is equal to 0. The first solution 0, x and y is 6, and again x is 2 and y is 3. So this is our second table. Now after making the table, we have to use these two tables for making the graph. So here is the graph paper. Here we have our positive x-axis, positive y-axis, negative x-axis and negative y-axis. So we have to draw the line for our first equation. So first solution was minus 1 comma 0. So here we have minus 1. Minus 1 comma 0 means we have to plot the point on the x-axis only. So this is our first solution. Next is 0 comma 1. 0 comma 1 means here, and next is 2 comma 3. So 2 comma 3 means 2 comma 3. So here we have our next point. So these are the 3 points, and 3 points are very sufficient to draw a line. So here we have our line, first line corresponding to the equation, and that we have to write here, x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Clear? So let's draw the next line. So next line we have, here is the solution 4 comma 0, 0 comma 6 and 2 comma 3. So first plot 4 comma 0. 4 comma 0 is this point on the x-axis. Next was 0 comma 6. 0 comma 6 means point on the y-axis. Next is 2 comma 3, and it is already plotted, 2 comma 3. So these are the 3 points. Now again join it and we will get our second line. So here we have the second line right here, that is 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equals to 0. So what was the question? That was determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. So here we can clearly see that this is the triangle formed by these two lines, and what are the coordinates? It is minus 1 comma 0, the first coordinate, minus 1 comma 0. Next is 4 comma 0. Next coordinate is 4 comma 0. Next is 2 comma 3. So here we have our triangle, and next question was shade the region, and this is our required region. So this is the shaded portion. So here we have our two exercises, that is 3.1 and 3.2. In the next lecture we are going to do for another exercises, that is 3.3, 3.4 and more important concepts. So I hope you are liking my video. So please subscribe, like and share as more as possible, and also press the bell icon so that you can get the notification of my latest videos. Thank you.